Wie geht's? This is Daniel DiTuro. If you're tired of apple strudel, that's more strudel than apple. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make an easy apple strudel using Phyllo dough. This recipe makes 3 strudel for 9 servings. For this recipe, you'll need 9 tablespoons of melted butter or margarine. You can also use vegetable cooking spray to reduce saturated fat. When using melted butter or margarine, a pastry brush comes in handy. You'll need 1/4 cup of fresh or dried unseasoned breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs absorb liquid from the apples while baking for a crisp pastry. You'll need about 21 ounces of apples. I'm using 2 small Golden Delicious and 1 large Fuji apple. Due to the short baking time, do not use cooking apples like Granny Smith. 1/2 cup of granulated sugar divided in half, about 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 15 sheets of Phyllo dough. Since Phyllo dough has about 40 sheets, and you shouldn't refreeze it, you can triple the recipe or use the rest to make Phyllo shells for a variety of sweet and savory fillings. Peel, core, and slice the apples about 1/8 inch thick. Add the granulated sugar, breadcrumbs, and cinnamon. Use a large spoon to stir and coat all the apples with the sugar, breadcrumbs, and cinnamon. Place a rack in the center of your oven and preheat to 475 degrees Fahrenheit. Carefully unroll the thawed Phyllo dough and cover with a damp cloth or paper towel to prevent the paper-thin sheets from drying out. Take the first sheet, spray it with cooking spray or brush it with butter or margarine. Sprinkle lightly with sugar to prevent the sheets from separating while baking. Arrange about 1/3 of the apples along one long side, and then fold the 2 shorter sides over the apples. Next, take the edge near the apples and roll up the strudel. If the edge of the dough seems dry, apply a little melted butter or margarine, or spray with cooking spray. Finish rolling up the strudel, placing the seam underneath. Brush the top with melted butter or margarine, or lightly spray with cooking spray, and sprinkle with a little sugar. Use a sharp knife to make 4 slits in the dough, and bake 15 minutes or until deep golden brown. 1/3 of a strudel made with butter has about 230 calories, 6 grams of saturated fat, 80 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of fiber, and 2 grams of protein. Thank you for watching. Buon appetito!